jana ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
I think so. There was a vibration sound. Welcome, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Sindhu Mataji. So let's start with the class.
Yes.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Welcome.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, I welcome you for today's session. Let us start with the prayers. I think Sindhu Mataji was singing the Kirtan.
Yes, Mataji.
Hari Bol Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so we will start with the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya, sorry. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakammalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavauscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I again welcome you all for today's session. Let us start. If you can switch on your videos, it will be good. And I would like to have just a small recap of whatever you have done till now.
Yes, Mataji. I'll try, Mataji.
Yes.
I'll just tell, but I don't know too much technical. Just outline I can share, Mataji.
Yes.
Actually, we are seeing about King Prithu Maharaj.
Yes.
Played by the professional reciters.
Yes.
And how this full chapter is about glorification of Prithu Maharaj.
Correct.
He appeared from the body of King Vena. And he's Satyavesha Avatara.
Yes, correct. Lot of qualities are described, right?
Yeah, yes, Mataji. So
Ah,
many qualities. And
yes,
compared to the sun also it is mentioned.
yes, yes.
Yeah, like it's not fixed in one place, the sun. So that example we saw in detail.
Hmm.
And also the significant word we saw Naradeva is a very qualified king who rules, follows all the rules and regulations. He has the potency given by the Supreme Lord himself.
Hmm. Yes, right, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Anybody else wants to say something? Otherwise, we'll start with today's verses.
Mataji is compared to the lion in the forest.
Yes.
When lion walks, all the tiny animals get scared. Similarly, when King Prithu comes, all the thieves and rogues get hidden, and he travel all around the world to see how he can. I mean, that is his responsibility as a king. So, and that one we saw yesterday. And we also saw that he was acting as a good ruler, setting an example for all others. That
Yes.
one we saw, Mataji. Then he is compared to Varuna, Sun, and all the others, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
So many qualities of Prithu Maharaj, right? I think
Yes.
from verse number 4, we have qualities of Prithu Maharaj. So maybe if we have time, we can just read the translation quickly at the end, okay? Just to glorify Prithu Maharaj. But let us start with today's verses. Thank you so much, Mataji. So I'll share the screen. Today we are starting from verse number 24. Who wants to recite the shloka?
Shall I, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Can you switch on your cameras, please? Yes.
I'll repeat after you.
Okay. एषोऽश्वमेधाङ्गशतमाजहार
येषु स्वमेधान् सतम्याजहार
सरस्वती प्रादुरभावि यत्र
सरस्वती प्रादुरभावि यत्र
अहर्षिदस्य हर्यं पुरन्दरः
अहर्षियस्य हयं पुरन्दरः
शतक्रतुश्चरमे वर्तमाने
शतक्रतुश्चरमाने वर्तमाने. Shall I read the purport?
Translation, Mataji.
Translation.
Yeah.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. At the source of the river Saraswati, the king will perform 100 sacrifices known as Ashwamedha. In the course of the last sacrifice, the heavenly king Indra will steal the sacrificial horse. Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat Pranams.
Dandavat. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, the professional reciters they are predicting the future. All these things are going to happen, right? And they have mentioned two prominent things. One is Prithu Maharaj is going to perform this Ashwamedha sacrifice, 100 Ashwamedha yajnas, and he will meet this Sanat Kumar, correct? So these they are going to come in. They will become in subsequent chapters. These stories in more detail. So right now, the professional reciters, they are predicting the future of Prithu Maharaj. But in Kali Yuga, we see that such qualified future tellers are not there. We don't have such qualified future tellers. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, This is regarding, now we are talking about 100 sacrifices, Ashwamedha sacrifices, which Prithu Maharaj is going to perform. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was having once discussion with Chand Kazi, and he said in Kali Yuga we don't have we don't find potent brahmanas, correct? To perform such yajnas or sacrifices, we have to have qualified and knowledgeable and potent brahmanas. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was saying that we don't find such brahmanas in this age of Kali. And they had a discussion, and Chankazi was saying that we are Muslims and we eat cow flesh, right? So what is wrong about it? In even in Hindu scriptures, there is cow sacrifice. So he was comparing eating their cow flesh with our cow sacrifice. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately said that no, that cow sacrifice is not for the purpose of eating flesh, correct? And uh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was explaining that the Brahmanas were so powerful that by their mantras only, they will take the old cow, and either that cow will get a new rejuvenated cow body, or immediately the cow will be promoted to a human form of life. Right there in that sacrifice only, this would happen, correct? So such powerful, such qualified brahmanas only can perform such yajnas. So therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that killing or sacrificing a cow in the sacrifice is actually an act of mercy, correct? It is not killing of that animal, but giving the animal higher destination, correct? So in Kali Yuga, we don't have capable brahmanas to perform such sacrifices, and so such sacrifices like cow sacrifice or horse sacrifice, they are forbidden. But we will see in subsequent coming chapters that how Prithu Maharaj will perform this sacrifice with the assistance of qualified and potent brahmanas. So what is the only sacrifice recommended for this age of Kali?
Sankirtan, Mataji.
Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam.
Correct. Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama eva kevalam. Kalau nasti eva, nasti eva, nasti eva gatiranyatha. We don't have any other thing other than this Harinam Sankirtan. Correct? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his first verse of Shikshashtakam also says, Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. So whatever we are doing, we are chanting japa, or we are doing sankirtan on streets, or book distribution, or feeding prasadam. So all these are nothing but sankirtan. Why? Because the only purpose of this is to spread the message, the teachings, the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So all these come under as Sankirtan, and the only thing behind it is to induce the fallen conditioned souls with Krishna Prem, right? So this is about the sacrifices. So it will come in more detail in the coming chapters. Yes. Who wants to recite this shloka?
Yes, Mataji, I'll recite.
Yes, Mataji.
I should repeat after you, or I'll.
Whatever you are
Okay.
comfortable with. You want me to recite first? Or you will
No,
recite?
Mataji. It's
You
fine.
can,
Mataji.
you can recite, Mataji, no problem.
Text 25. Eshasva sadma pavane sametya sanat kumaram bhagavantam ekam आराध्य भक्त्या लभतामलं तच् ज्ञानं यतो ब्रह्म परं विदन्ति. Translation: by His Divine Grace. Translation and purport. Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. This King Prithvi will meet Sanat Kumara, one of the four Kumaras. In the garden of his palace compound. The king will worship him with devotion and will be fortunate to receive instructions by which one can enjoy transcendental bliss. Purport. The word Vidanti refers to one who knows something or enjoys something. When a person is properly instructed by a spiritual master and understands the transcendental bliss, he enjoys life. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 18.54, Brahmabhuta prasannatmana sochati nakangshati. When one attains to the Brahman platform, he neither hankers nor laments. He actually partakes of transcendental blissful enjoyment. Although King Prithu was an incarnation of Vishnu, he nonetheless taught the people in his kingdom to take instructions from a spiritual master who represents the disciplic succession. Thus, one can become fortunate and enjoy a blissful life even within this material world. In this verse, the word Vidanti is sometimes taken to mean understanding. Thus, when a person understands Brahman or the supreme source of everything, he enjoys a blissful life. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna. So in this verse, one or two things are important. First one is Prithu Maharaj will receive instructions from Sanat Kumar. Okay, so who is Sanat Kumar?
One of the four Kumaras.
Correct. And who are the four Kumaras?
Son of Brahma.
Correct.
No, yes, Anna.
Correct. So these four Kumaras, they are son of Brahma, born from his mind, and they were created by Brahmaji to advance creation. Okay, but they chose to remain celibate. Correct. They chose to remain brahmacharis, and so Brahma granted that, and they got a boon that they will perpetually remain 5 years old, because you must have seen the pictures of Kumaras, that they all are 5-year-old boys, right? And previously they were impersonalists, wanted to become one with the Lord, but when they smelled the fragrance of the tulsi leaves offered at the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, their minds changed and they became devotees of the Lord. Correct? And these four Kumaras, there is also a story in who they cursed whom, if you remember.
Mataji, the four Kumaras cursed Jaya and Vijaya.
Jaya and Vijay.
This is happening in morning Bhagavatam class, Mataji.
Oh, really?
Yes, Mataji.
Good. Nice. So this is about the Sanat Kumar. I mean, the four Kumaras, one of them is Sanat Kumar, and who will instruct Prithu Maharaj. Okay. So these are also, they are empowered with knowledge. And Prabhupada is also talking about transcendental knowledge, correct, in this purport. So what is this transcendental knowledge? When it is written that when a person is properly instructed by spiritual master and understands transcendental bliss, he enjoys life. So what exactly is this transcendental knowledge? So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains this transcendental knowledge as Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojan. You must be knowing this. What is Sambandha Jnana?
Yes, Mataji. The awareness relationship with the Supreme Lord,
Correct.
Sambandha. And the next is Abhideya, is the process, and last Prayojana is the result.
Correct. So Sambandha is thank you, Mataji. Thank you so
By
much.
Sanatana Goswami is the Sambandha Acharya,
Correct.
and Rupa Goswami is the Acharya for Abhideya, and Raghunatha Goswami, right?
Raghunath Das Goswami.
Das Goswami.
Correct. Yes. Thank you so much, Mataji. So Sambandha is understanding our eternal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, which we have forgotten, correct? The conditioned souls have forgotten this, but it is eternally existing. And only we souls, we have neglected it or we have denied it. So establishing that relationship is nothing but the Sambandha Jnana. Then, as you said, Abhideya is the process or the practical activities which we do for this. The acting according to this constitutional relationship, correct? So this is nothing but Abhideya, that nothing but devotional service, right? And Prayojan is the result of it, or the ultimate result, the ultimate fruit of all these activities is nothing but Krishna Prem, correct? That is the ultimate goal of our life. And we are trying to enjoy this body mind with this body mind and senses in this material world, but ultimately we get only frustration, correct? Why? Because all these things in this material world, they are dukkhalayam, and they are temporary and full of miseries. So, however we may try to get happiness in this material world, we get only miseries, right? But here it is said that Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na shochati na kankshati. So, a person in transcendental bliss, he neither hankers and he doesn't lament also, but he is happy because he has attained that transcendental knowledge. So only this transcendental knowledge can give us happiness or satisfaction even in this material world. And one more important point here is uh, when one is properly instructed by spiritual master. So although King Prithu was an incarnation, he taught the people in his kingdom to take instructions from a spiritual master who represents disciplic succession. Correct? So that is the most important point. And I just want to, I heard a beautiful story regarding this. What is the need for a spiritual master? Is it really required? Can we directly worship Krishna? Can we directly connect with him? What is your opinion? Then I'll tell the story. Do we really
Yes,
need a
Mataji.
spiritual master?
Better to
What
approach
I
through a spiritual master.
Huh? Yes,
Better
Prithu.
to approach through a
what I
spiritual
heard
master.
was, Mataji,
Yes,
Guru is the one who takes, he is the representative of the Lord. So
correct.
he takes you directly to the Lord's abode. But
Correct.
otherwise, it is a slow process, right? If you surrender to the Guru, it is the easiest process. But
Correct.
at the same time, like we also need to be confident. And unless we are very sure that we can follow all the rules, regulations, we should not go, is my personal opinion, Mataji.
Okay, to
Because
Guru,
we
you
only
are
know
saying.
our gaps. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let us hear
Yeah.
this story.
Others. Yeah.
Yes, and then let us see what is your opinion. Does it change or what it is? Okay. So a beautiful story. I really liked it. So I thought of sharing with you. In any field, whether this material world or no spiritual life, whatever we want to excel in whatever field, we have to approach a guru, isn't it? In education, or maybe it's music or dance or actor, actress, whatever you want to become in any field, you need a guru who lives with you, who corrects you, who teaches you, and who inspires you to pursue your goal, right? So a guru does all these things. Similarly, in spiritual path also, we need a guru which guides us. So why guru is needed? Let us understand through a story. A great saint, Guru Nanak, once he went to Jagannath Puri to take darshan of Lord Jagannath, and he was in the temple and he was singing songs glorifying his guru. And a couple of devotees of Jagannath, they were standing there and they were thinking what he is doing in front of Lord Jagannath, right? Why he should glorify his guru? He should directly connect with, he should directly relate. When we can directly relate to the Lord, why he is glorifying guru? Of course, they did not ask him anything directly. They were just discussing amongst themselves and gossiping that why this saint is doing like that. And after that, the saint Guru Nanak, he came out of the temple hall, out of the temple, and then he had his disciples, and they were serving him. They were washing his lotus feet, and they were submissively hearing from him. So when these people, these devotees, they saw this, they could not take it. This person is glorifying Guru, and now he is taking service from his disciples. So why do what is the need for this? No, why can't they directly serve Jagannath? Okay, what is the need for this? They were thinking. So they went to Guru Nanak and they challenged him that I mean why this is needed. So Guru Nanak gave them a small task of touching fire. So they tried to touch fire, but finally they gave up and they said that it is not possible because we will end up burning our hands, right? So Guru Nanak told them to use a matchbox or a candle. And now using that intermediate media, they could touch fire. And now using that intermediate, now they were holding a medium which could touch fire, correct? So they were holding that candle in their hand, which was lit up, correct? So Guru Nanak asked them, are you still in contact with fire? So they said, yes. Then Guru Nanak said that previously when I asked you to directly touch the fire, you could not. But now when you are given a viable medium which can touch fire, you are able to touch fire. Correct? So they agreed. But they couldn't see the relevance between this example to their question. Okay. Then Guru Nanak explained that fire is a material element and it cannot be touched by us. So what to speak of Supreme Lord who is completely spiritual? He is described as Koti Surya Samaprabha. He is as effulgent as and as bright and as hot as crores and crores of suns. So when if we are traveling somewhere in a car, we cannot see at the sun rays. We have to put on goggles, isn't it? Cannot bear that much sun also. So he said, so he explained that we trying to touch fire directly is like approaching God directly, which is never possible. But when we have a medium which we can touch, and that medium can touch fire, then we can hold fire. So the presence of a bona fide guru is very important because that guru carries Krishna within his heart always, right? So when we approach a guru who is a medium, who approaches his guru and who approaches his guru coming in a very nice bona fide disciplic succession starting from Krishna and coming towards us, then we get this perfect knowledge which Prutu Maharaj, I mean purport also Prabhupada is saying the same thing, that who represents the disciplic succession, correct? So that's why need of guru is there, and we have many examples in the Shastras, no? Guru and disciple examples, right? And there is one more explanation of the word guru in the Shastras. Specific qualities that a bona fide guru has. So, guru, these two words. So, gu shabdastu andhakarasya, ru shabdah tama nirodhaka, andhakara nirodhitva guru iti abhidhiyate. Okay, so this gu represents darkness or ignorance, and ru means he who removes that darkness. So he who is actually able to open our eyes with touch of with a torch of spiritual knowledge and completely dispels and destroys the darkness of ignorance. What is that ignorance? Ignorance about the absolute truth. Correct? So that is a real guru. And on the basis of scriptures, he is able to dissipate all our questions, all our doubts, and he takes us to the proper path of bhakti. That is a real guru. So there is a need of guru in our life. So I like this story very much.
Mataji, Hare
Yes.
Krishna. Mataji, we have so many like ashram family gurus and Prabhupada. Like,
Yes.
can we mentally think about them as guru, and or is it like Diksha, that process is compulsory, Mataji?
That process is compulsory because that guru is connecting us to the parampara, Mataji. As I said, that your guru is connected to his guru is connected.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. All good? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. We
I
can't
think
Any
see.
problems?
Mataji is lost a signal.
Oh, okay, okay. I'll just check. So which was the shloka going on?
25th Mataji.
25, Mataji.
25?
Yeah, 25. She was just about to finish and start 26.
26, huh? Okay. Let's see, because she's there. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, sorry, Mataji, my laptop got discharged.
Okay, okay. No problem, no issue. So you can continue?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, okay. You want me to share?
25th verse, Mataji. We completed. I mean,
Yeah, Mataji, I'm sharing. Just a moment. Yes. Yeah. So, Sindhu Mataji, you were asking something. You got the answer?
No, Mataji, you were telling about Guru, na, like Diksha process that and then got
Yes.
disconnected. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was saying that Guru connects disciplic succession. I mean, through parampara, we get connected to the Lord, and that's why Diksha is important. We can say, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you.
Maybe we'll discuss this later on, Mataji.
Yes, I know it's a very deep talk.
Yeah. I mean, so we'll go to the next verse. Yes. Who wants to recite this?
May I
May-
try,
may-
Mataji? Okay, Prabhuji, you may try. Okay, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes,
You can.
Prabhuji, you can say it, Prabhuji. You can recite.
okay, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
तत्र गिरिस्ताता इति विश्रुतविक्रमः श्रोष्यत्यात्माश्रिता गाताः पृथुपराक्रमः. Am I right, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Perfect.
Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. In this way, when the chivalrous activities of King Prithu come to be known to the people in general, King Prithu will always hear about himself and his uniquely powerful activities. Shall I read purport, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. To artificially advertise oneself and thus enjoy a so-called reputation is a kind of conceit. Prithu Maharaj was famous amongst the people because of his chivalrous activities. He did not have to advertise himself artificially. One's factual reputation cannot be covered. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. In this purport also, um, it is talking about the chivalrous activities of King Prithu. So we will little elaborate on these activities of Prithu Maharaj, chivalrous activities. So, what is the meaning of chivalrous activities? So when we say this, what comes in our mind? What is the meaning?
Qualities of Kshatriya, Mataji.
Yeah. Yes. So basically, powerful, strong king, right? And maybe wearing armor and all. So actually, the dictionary meaning of this word, chivalrous, is polite, honest, well-mannered, courteous, kind towards women. That is the meaning of that. So we can see here that it is a very rare combination. No? The powerful also, strong also, and still polite and well-mannered and courteous. So very rare combination to find. And also, as Mataji was mentioning, that Prithu Maharaj was called a lion among men, right? So Prabhupada sometimes used to say that a Vaishnava should be like a lamb at home and lion in the chase, right? So Vaishnava should be like that. Lamb is a young sheep, and if you go in fields and in spring season you find young lambs, they are amazingly moving here and there, and they are cute looking and full of energy, and you feel like cuddling them and playing with them. So a Vaishnava should be like a lamb at home, sweet, gentle, submissive, but when he goes for preaching he should be like a lion, uh, roaring like a lion, and not taking any kind of compromise. When it comes to Krishna consciousness, he should be cutting the knots of ignorance with a sharp knife of knowledge, and he should, like a lion, he should be ready to pounce on any misconception. So such a character uh, was this. And these are the qualities of people who are really fit to be rulers. Like we see in case of Prithu Maharaj also. Now, in coming chapters, you will see that he was milking the cow, and the cow was the earth. The earth was in the form of cow. Or we see Parikshit Maharaj also, he chased after Kali, correct? But when he submitted himself, he surrendered, then Parikshit Maharaj uh, gave him places to reside in his kingdom. So these are the qualities of these people, that they are polite, well-mannered also. At the same time, they are gentle, gracious. At the same time, they are strong and powerful kings. And Prabhupada is also purport. Prabhupada is talking that artificially advertise about artificially advertising oneself. So we see that in today's world, huh, this quality is very popular in today's world, because everybody is advertising, correct? And we know that that is really not true nature of that person, isn't it? So this is everybody is creating false impression of uh, oneself, isn't it? Everybody wants to show off. Uh, Actors, actresses, we see, no, they are always putting something or other, so that they are always in limelight. Everybody is doing that. Companies, advertising companies, they are also advertising. So here it is specifically said that to artificially advertise oneself and thus enjoy a so-called reputation is a kind of conceit. So again, this word is also will see the meaning of it. That means conceit means it is too much pride in yourself, or and your abilities, or artificially posing as somebody special and refined, but actually not. Correct? So Prithu Maharaj, he was famous amongst the people because of his activities, correct? He did not advertise, he did not do any kind of advertising artificially, correct? His activities, because of his activities, he was so famous. We know that when Prithu Maharaj, by the churning of arms of King Vena, when Prithu Maharaj appeared, at that time itself, the demigods came and they offered him different gifts. So, and he is so humble that these professional reciters are praising him, but he is taking so humble position that I have not performed anything, and still you are glorifying me. So he is becoming more and more humbler, right? So that is the greatness of great souls, which we can see from this purport of Prabhupada, that how this material world is, no, how everything is polluted and everything is corrupt in this material world. So to actually what we have to do is we have to live in a simple environment in the association of devotees, and then only we can get real happiness in this material world, right? So let's go to the last verse. We'll be completing this chapter today. Yes, who wants to recite? Archana Mataji, you want to recite?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Disho Vijatya Pratiruddha Chakraha Swatejasotpat. Mataji, may I just zoom it? Can you please zoom it, Mataji? I
Yes.
cannot see it.
You cannot see. Just a moment, Mataji. Is it okay, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Disho vijitya pratiruddha chakraha shvateja sotpatita loka salyaha sura surendreir upagiya mana mahanubhavo bhavita patirbhuvaha.
Just a moment, Mataji.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. No one will be able to disobey the orders of Prithu Maharaja. After conquering the world, he will completely eradicate the threefold miseries of the citizen. Then he will be recognized all over the world. At that time, both the Suras and the Asuras will undoubtedly glorify his magnanimous activities. Purport. At the time of Maharaja Prithu, the world was ruled by one emperor, although there were many subordinate states. Just as there were many united states in various parts of the world, in olden days, the entire world was ruled through many states, but there was a supreme emperor who ruled over all subsidiary states. As soon as there were some discrepancies in the maintenance of the Varnashrama system, the emperor would immediately take charge of the small states. The word Upatita Loka Salyaha indicates that Maharaja Prithu completely uprooted all the miseries of his citizens. The word Salya means piercing thorns. There are many kinds of miserable thorns that pierce the citizens of a state, but all competent rulers, even up to the reign of Maharaja Yudhishthira, uprooted all the miserable condition of the citizens. It is stated that during the reign of Maharaja Yudhishthira, there did not even exist severe cold or scorching heat, nor did the citizens suffer from any kind of mental anxiety. This is the standard of good government. Such a peaceful and prosperous government, devoid of anxiety, was established by Prithu Maharaja. Thus, the inhabitants of both saintly and demonic planets were all engaged in glorifying the activities of Maharaja Prithu. Persons or nations anxious to spread their influence all over the world should consider this point. If one is able to eradicate completely the threefold miseries of the citizens, he should aspire to rule the world. One should not aspire to rule for any political or diplomatic consideration. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of 4th Canto 16th chapter of Srimad Bhagwatam, entitled Praise of King Prithu by Professional Reciters. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. So here, how ideal government should work. It is given in this purport by Srila Prabhupada. Examples are given that how Prithu Maharaj ruled, how Yudhishthir Maharaj ruled. We know how Parikshit Maharaj, how Amrish Maharaj, how Lord Ramchandra. All these kings, they were such righteous and pious and religious kings that um, they ruled the kingdom so nicely that all the citizens, they were happy in their kingdom. And as it is said that Utpatita Lokashalyaha, that means completely uprooted all the miseries of his citizens. So miseries, we know that there are three types of kleshas or three types of taps. What are they? Durga, yes.
Adi Atmika, Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji. So Durga, the superintendent of Maya, superintendent of material nature, is piercing all with this Trishul, all people, correct? and that's why people are suffering in this material world. But in during the reign of these kings, these pious, these glorious kings, the people were not at all in any kind of anxiety. They were living a peaceful life. So I'll just read something from a purport in Srimad Bhagwatam that uh, during the reign of Yudhishthir Maharaj, it is said that the clouds showered all the water that people needed, and the earth produced all the necessities of men in profusion. If a Prabhupada writes in that purport, if a pious king rules the earth according to the Shastric injunctions, there will be naturally regular rainfall and sufficient produce to provide for all men. And there will be no question of exploitation because everyone will have enough. And then he says why these kings could do that, because in case of Yudhishthir Maharaj, he says he followed the instructions of the infallible Lord and the Lord's representatives and the authorized agent Bhishma Dev. We know that when Bhishma Dev was lying on the bed of arrows, Yudhishthir Maharaj with all his brothers and Lord Krishna, they all went to meet him, and Bhishma Dev gave a lot of instructions to Yudhishthir Maharaj about ruling the kingdom, and Yudhishthir Maharaj followed all those things. So it was possible for him to rule the whole world, including the seas, because the principles were infallible and universally applicable to everyone. Correct? So that is the greatness, that is the glory of all these things. And Prabhupada writes, if the person is perfect, the government is perfect. If the person is a fool, the government is a foolish paradise. Right? So we can see in today's world, when we read this description about ideal government and how these kings ruled, then we see why the problems are there in this in today's material world. No, why there is scarcity of things, why there is suddenly somewhere suddenly there is drought, or there is some no flooding, or some no natural calamity, or people are in great distress, they are in search of happiness. So why all these problems are there, we can understand when we read this description. So if we, there is a beautiful verse from Ishopanishad. I'll just share. Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjita magrudha kasya svidhanam. Can somebody read the translation?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
Everything animate and inanimate that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself which are set aside as his quota, and one should not accept other things knowing well to whom they belong. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. So, one should accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside as his quota, and one should not accept other things knowing well to whom they belong. They belong to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? So if we strictly follow this principle, then no, we can get happiness in this material world also. But we know that what is the mentality of people in this world, mentality of leaders, uh, mentality of all people, that they want to have more and more for themselves. Correct? They don't want to spare anything for others. And that's why there is so much problems, so many miseries, and so many difficulties in this world, correct? So that is the no so the last the last sentence is the the inhabitants of both saintly and demoniac planets, they were glorifying Prithu Maharaj for his activities, correct? And Prabhupada is kind of warning here that persons or nations anxious to spread their influence all over the world should consider this point, correct? So Prabhupada is addressing why there are problems in this world. So people should understand. So if we strictly really follow, if the leaders of this world, they try to rule according to the Shastric injunctions, then there will be peace in this world. So thus, we complete this chapter also, and today's verses also. So we will stop here. If anybody has any questions or comments, we can have.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Of course, this is east and west. Scriptures are east, whereas we were in west. We can't able to coincide. We have to suffer. We were take birth to suffer only. We have to suffer list till our last breathing. That is the ultimate. And then one thing is, in this age, we have captured this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. By this only we can able to forget all these miseries. We used to forget, but then we will survive. If we remember, definitely we will die at the moment, at that moment only. That is the fact. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Minimize our sufferings, Mataji, by chanting.
Yes, Prabhuji.
It minimizes our sufferings by chanting.
Correct.
100%.
Then
But
we
at the
will not.
same time, Hare Krishna Mataji, same time chanting is another very deep, right, subject.
Yes.
So many people are not doing it properly, even initiated. They're getting so many problems, right, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Because of the wrong chanting.
Correct. But Mataji, chanting is the process, given for this age of Kali, correct? It is revealed in all scriptures that in the age of Kali, chanting is the only process by which
Yes,
you can have realization of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One beautiful this thing I read today. I'll just share that with you. Let me read it. Just a moment. Yeah. It is a Prabhupada quote only. The process of understanding Krishna is Sevon Mukha, by rendering service. Sevon Mukhehi Jivvado. So realization of Vasudev is possible by rendering service beginning with the tongue. The tongue has two functions, to vibrate and to taste. So if one repeatedly hears and vibrates the Hare Krishna mantra and tastes prasad, food offered to Krishna, by this very simple method, one will realize Vasudev Krishna, and Krishna will reveal himself. It is not that by our endeavor alone we can understand Krishna, but our endeavor in loving service will make us qualified, and then Krishna will reveal himself. Okay,
Mataji, this one verse number, Mataji, could you please tell?
Oh, it is not verse number, Mataji. I will send you this message, Mataji.
Sure, Mataji.
Because it is very good and telling the importance of chanting, Mataji. Why we should chant. I know, as you said, there are a lot of difficulties in chanting. And as you said, yes, those who are practicing chanting for many years, still they are struggling in concentrating during the chanting. But still, this is the process which is given in all scriptures. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given So we have to chant, Mataji, and this will gradually definitely purify us, Mataji. That
Yes,
faith
Mataji.
we should have on,
Yes, Mataji.
on Krishna.
I also heard that while chanting, we must always be thankful, grateful, and feel blessed instead of asking or demanding something from the
Correct.
Lord.
We should be in
That
a
is a
prayerful mood, Mataji.
yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
In ISKCON, Sheshadripuram, Bangalore,
Okay.
2 days workshop was conducted, Mataji. Sri
Chant.
Harinama Chintamani,
Okay.
by taking that book reference.
Okay.
One Sri H.G. Ramabhadra Priya Prabhu.
Okay.
He has conducted class.
Okay.
These 3 sessions, I have attended all the 3.
Hari Bol.
And then they have noticed the defects while chanting, inattentive chanting. They have noticed. And then they have taught us how to sit and how to chant. And that is a very useful class, Mataji. One thing is, even though we are not able to chant to that extent, at least we must not leave that. We
Correct.
must chant. Maybe in 16 rounds, if one round chant, if you perfectly, attentively, then it gives us the result. Ultimately, I asked that Prabhuji, I am around 70, I can't able to sit for 2 hours morning, even though it is difficult for me to chant 16 rounds. Then he told me, nothing to worry. Of course, you chant, you don't leave that. Shastra says all these defects were there, that will affect. Of course, nothing to worry. Majority of them were the brahmacharis only. I think maybe I myself and 1 or 2 maybe outsiders have attended. So I came to that conclusion. Just instead of leaving that, we have to practice. We must not leave. Go on chanting. Definitely it will give whatever may be the case. What will comes, that is the grace only. We have to do that. Ultimately, I came to know that, Mataji.
Yes.
That's today's class.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing this. I think
Hare
Sindhu
Krishna.
Mataji, does that answer your question?
Hare Krishna,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
So
Even
we-
unconsciously chanting, this has
Yes.
so much of value.
Correct.
So
correct.
what to talk of pure chanting, Mataji.
So
Hari
we
bol,
just
Hari.
have to, we just have to endeavor.
Yes,
Rest
Mataji.
Krishna will take care. That much faith we should now develop, isn't it, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Definitely, Mataji. Hari bol, Mataji. Nectarian class today.
Yes. By
Thank you.
heart prominent Acharyas and Goswamis. Yes. Okay. Okay. So anybody else has to say something? Otherwise, we will stop. Okay. So we will stop here. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah anantakoti vaishnavibhyo vaishnavibhyo. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for patiently
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
listening. Thank you so much. We'll stop here.
Hare Krishna
Thank
Mataji.
you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so
Next
much.
Monday only, no, Mataji. Next class.
Yes, next class is on Monday.
Okay.
Yes.